recording. You're recording? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, baby.
Hello guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the graveyard.
Yeah, that is correct. We're in a graveyard right now. We're surrounded by an audience, as some would say.
Facts!
We've got an audience.
It's a very nice view. I wish I could turn the camera around and show you, but it'll mess up our whole set. So.
Yeah, it's really nice to be fair. It's a massive graveyard. I didn't realise how big it was.
Very nice, indubitably.
Indubitably?
Have you been on indubitably TikTok?
I haven't, no.
There's this waiter that served these two girls, and sorry, let me do a time check. Okay, and they were like, "Oh, thank you," or like, "This looks great," and he was like, "Indubitably," and they started laughing at him when he used it in the correct context with the correct meaning, and all the comments were like, "No, that's how you use that word."
What does the word mean?
Indubitably, it means like undoubtedly.
Okay.
Like for sure.
Okay. Like for certain.
Yes.
I'm 100% sure.
Yes.
What's the word again?
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
It's just fun to say.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. But yeah.
I'm sure.
Yes.
Why would you not say I'm sure?
Because it's like a fancy
Okay.
show-off word.
Yeah, valid.
But yeah, I felt bad for the waiter. He got smoked for what?
For no reason.
Honestly.
Apologise for my bad posture.
I know. I'm already very.
I know. Honestly, I'm already like slumping down like this.
For real. But should we? We got these tops today, guys.
My pussy tastes like Greg's.
And gaslighting isn't real, said the cats. It's so good. I just can't get over that one.
Because it is true. I love a Greg's.
Yes.
Greg's is my
I saw that and I went.
Thing. Instantly, we walked in. It's the first thing you pointed out, and I was like, already
Sold.
in my hands.
Yep.
I was already set on buying it.
Scan my card. Scan it.
And it was only £12.
Yes.
Which I thought was really good for like.
Right. This is what
a
I
graphic t-shirt.
I didn't get in that store. Right. This top they had in like a regular, like this type of fit top, like just a regular t-shirt size, which was £15.
Yeah.
This was in like the baby tee, like crop tee, which is like tighter, nicer, which I want anyway. £10.
Crazy.
So I was like, of course I'm gonna go for that one.
Facts, yeah.
Like, why are you making me spend more for like a sloucher fit?
It makes no sense.
No, I get it's kind of more material, but like
this one is a bit too tight for my liking, but it'll survive.
it looks good.
I'm impartial. I'm not bothered.
Just don't wash them on like high heat or whatever.
Yeah,
Make them
facts.
shrink. I've been getting a lot of. I forgot how funny it is to just. Sorry. Let's address that first. It's been a while since we posted. We're having crazy times at the minute. It's exam season. We just recently, like, our whole house is doing like a coursework marathon. We all had like 3 courseworks due in a week or something crazy like that. So we've been on our grind, focused on that. But also something funny. Jack's on his Hunger Games grind at the minute, basically.
Guys, I'm sorry, but the Hunger Games, it's just the vibe at the moment.
It's untoppable, yeah.
Honestly, it's the whole storyline of it, and obviously the whole thing that got me onto this was the new book's coming out, The Sunrise of the Reaper.
Yeah.
If you've read it, don't spoil it for me in the comments. But
who do you think they're gonna cast as young Haymitch in that film?
I'm really bad with like actors'
No,
names.
yeah, fair enough. I just hope he's like hot, because Haymitch's whole thing is that he's hot. But a lot of the comments that I saw also were like, I really wouldn't care if they just cast Woody Harrelson again and just like like pretended he was young.
Pretended he was young.
Like,
well, they have that like AI thing now, don't they, where they can make actors look younger than they were.
True.
They were.
But there's a bit of ethics there.
Is there?
Consider. I don't know. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice.
You could be paying a younger actor to do the same thing instead of paying AI
so
to make it happen for you.
Yeah, facts, yeah.
But yeah, no, speaking of Hunger Games, along with coursework, we recently had a module selection day for 3rd year. And I was completely unaware that we, no matter what course you do, you all do it on the same day. And the same time. So we all got up at, 10 a.m. on a Wednesday, and we're like, fuck! Like,
Reaping day.
We were in our own rooms with our doors open, and we were like, 1 minute, one minute, don't step up too early. But we had to get in there and get what we wanted, but we did, didn't we?
We got in there. I selected all mine, and then I didn't realise that you had to put them in order.
Yes, that was annoying.
which was strange because I didn't really have a preference. Like I was kind of, I want them all.
Indubitably equal.
Backs. But so I submitted them, and then I got stressed that I had to like organize them.
Yes.
But I ended up doing it within the 2 minutes.
Yes.
10 past
We were
2
quick.
minutes past 10.
I'd love to know like
and I was
how many
gone.
people like don't get their first choice.
Yeah.
Like that must suck.
Me last year.
Seriously.
Yeah, I wanted to do the bones like archaeology.
Oh yeah.
I put it as my first, but because I was 2 days late, because I didn't realize, I didn't realize people were so hot on it. Like
Yes.
people
It's the Hunger Games, babe.
on it day one, and I just thought, I can leave it a couple of days and then just do it, and it'll be fine.
Nope.
But no, I put it as my number one choice, and it was like, nah, this is already full, and I was like, bro,
That is
the
sad.
hell?
That would really upset me.
So I had to change,
Yeah.
but it was fine.
You made it through. I guess that's better that it happened then, so then you learned for this
Yeah,
next time.
exactly.
Like this is more important than
Now I know I need to be on top of the Hunger Games,
yes.
the module
The
games.
first one to the centre. The module games, yes.
Module games.
For real though. But yeah, in terms of like academics and to-dos and I don't know, AI perhaps. On YouTube I keep getting adverts that's like, it's the same guy every single time. And this isn't the AI one, but still it pisses me off, and it's like wait, how did it go? I went from weekly to-dos to fuck. I forgot how it goes. But it's like some weird ass catchy phrase that's like,
Well, clearly not that catchy.
I know, yeah. I've just had a brain fart. I went from weekly to-dos to weekly nows or something. I don't know, something crazy like that. And it's like, I used to bed rot all day and sit in bed all day, but now with this app, I'm the most productive king ever. My ADHD doesn't affect me. And I'm like,
I have seen these on Instagram.
thank you.
Yeah, it's nice to know that so many other people are doing
That
it,
is
that
true.
it becomes an advert.
Yeah,
It's kind of comforting.
that is true.
I'm not the only bed rotter.
But he's getting paid to like bully us into out of bed rotting. I don't know. Something
Yeah.
about that didn't sit right with me.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, no. And then I get the that's not the bad one, but like there are just random AI ones, which is like, you lazy piece of shit, like get on top of your shit with this AI app. AI can do everything for you.
Yeah.
We will organize your funeral.
Yeah, we will organise your life, we'll organise your death,
Yes.
we'll do everything for you. And I'm like,
crazy.
okay, but like, I have to pay like £70 a month.
Exactly. Speaking of, I have just recently bought ChatGPT. Is it Pro?
Yeah, plus
Plus,
ChatGPT
not Pro. Oh my god,
Plus.
it's very Black Mirror with the whole like, it's not premium, it's plus.
Yeah.
It's I
Yeah,
don't know, crazy shit.
crazy.
I've gotten used to the luxury.
You can't, trust me, I paid for ChatGPT. Is it P or is it B?
GP.
GPT. Once, and then never look back.
Fair enough though. But I mean, yeah, I don't know. I feel like ChatGPT is in a bit of controversy at the minute anyway for its usage.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it always has been, but especially with a lot of the stuff coming out about how much energy usage it requires,
How much water it costs.
for pleases and thank yous.
Yeah.
That's insane.
To be fair, since learning that, I haven't been using it as much.
No, I do try and like limit my word count
Yeah.
into it, like
But
keep it concise.
sometimes it's just...
And also, it's like, you say this. I saw a valid comment that explained this. It's like, you say this about all this energy usage and water usage that ChatGPT takes, but it's the exact same for like YouTube to run a video.
Yeah,
for,
exactly.
Like, it's not
Yeah.
just specifically for
No.
ChatGPT. Like, it's a common thing that occurs, and
Yeah.
no one talks about it because everyone deserves entertainment. Everyone
Yeah.
deserves access to information. So yeah,
Yeah, it's like a Google search.
exactly.
A Google search
Will
cost a lot of energy for
Yes.
you to just search a Google search.
Exactly.
So it's like...
It's unavoidable. Indubitably unavoidable at this point.
My
Yeah.
posture is horrible.
I
I'm
know.
just realising
It
this.
was like what? We're like
I'm
5
just
minutes
honestly,
into this, and
I'm
we're
like,
struggling.
I'm struggling. I'm gonna have to slouch. I'm sorry, guys, if you don't like me slouching with my big back. You're just gonna have to deal with it because I can't do this no more.
No, that's so valid. Whilst we were gone, we had Easter break as well. That was fucking heaven.
I loved Easter break.
Honestly.
It was bliss, indubitably bliss.
Indubitably blissful. No, but for real, like, relish in the luxury of peace.
Peace. Yeah.
Yes.
A nice home environment.
Yes. But over Easter, I think you brought this up actually. We were talking about how it's such an opportunity to renew our yearly friendships with people from home. You have one meet up and you're like, right, we're still friends for another year. I'll see you then.
Yeah.
It's crazy though.
It's so hard to
I know.
try and see everyone and do things with the people that you love and you cherish as friends, whilst you've also got a whole nother life in a different city.
Yeah, it's like we're a double woman.
And you can't, like, I go back home on weekends
Yes.
to work.
Yes.
But even then, it's like I'm working. After
Exactly.
I finish work at 10 o'clock at night, the last thing
You're
I
off.
want to be doing is going back out the house and draining myself
Yes.
more, so then I don't have the energy to see them again.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
No, yeah, that makes complete sense. But it's like, yeah, like I remember seeing memes like that when I was like, 15, 16, of like adults being like the memes where it's like, oh, when can you meet, friend? And it's like, maybe next year at 6 p.m. And it's like, that has really crept up on us, and now we're in that position where,
And
schedules are crazy.
It's not nice.
No.
I hate it. I hate cancelling on people. Not even cancelling, but like being like, oh, I can see you in
availability.
December.
Yeah, it's literally that.
And they're like, that's 5 months away. And I'm like, yeah,
that's all I got.
sorry.
It's the best I got.
That's my next available time.
Honestly, though, like, yeah, it's not that I do kind of miss that about school, where it's like, I was reminiscing the other day, going through my camera roll and stuff, and it's like I really did like spend every single day with these people.
Yeah.
And that's fun as fuck.
It's so nice.
We messed around.
Yeah.
We had fun.
And you got your education. Don't forget about that.
Of course, what a privilege. But I'm also seeing comments recently about how high school is not the same anymore, and it's like before COVID, pre-COVID, high school is the best high school that there was.
Yeah.
And I completely agree with that, because especially when COVID hit for me during GCSEs, like I feel like year 11 was the crazy year, like, and I did feel that was slightly tainted. Not that I'm not grateful for what COVID allowed me to not do in my GCSE years, but like it wasn't like, because you idolize it in like year 7, like looking up to these year 11s that are crazy and like having fun and doing all this mad shit. But yeah, I completely agree with the fact that it's not the same post-COVID. Like some of the rules my sister tells me about school at the minute, I'm like, that is authoritarian as fuck. They're the type to say
crazy.
that gaslighting isn't real, you know? Like...
And they are the type of people to say that my pussy tastes like Greg's.
Yes. Yes. But it's just mad. Mad that that era of our life is gone and we'll never get it back. But I'm glad. But it's just crazy. Like, it was fun when I think about it, but it also wasn't fun. I have that issue though of romanticizing my past a lot.
Yeah.
And like you said before, like blanking out actual bad things that happened to me.
Yeah. Blanking out the bad parts and just remembering the good parts,
Yeah.
and then romanticizing it that it was really good.
Yeah.
And then feeling guilty about the fact that you didn't enjoy the time that you had.
Exactly.
But then the only reason you didn't enjoy the time that you had
because
is
of all the bad shit
because
that
of
you
all the
can't
bad-
remember.
Yeah, facts.
No, for real though.
I'm an open hater of school.
Yeah.
I'm an open hater of my last years of year 10 and 11. Just not because of anything in particular, just because of life.
Yeah.
But that's what happens, guys, and it gets better.
It does. It does. It really, really does. Since we went back, we also... Well, actually, as Easter ended, I brought back from my mum a fruit box, didn't I?
Oh, my God.
We're feeling very, like... Yeah, I mean, everywhere is alive right now. It's, you know, it's sunny, it's fruity. We're feeling fresh.
The earth is waking up again.
Yes.
They were nice fruits. Shout out Claire. Thank you so much
Honestly,
for that fruit box. It's
been thoroughly enjoyed.
Those oranges. Oh my God. I don't think I'll ever eat another orange again.
I know, yeah.
Like,
you got used to the
I'll never
life.
enjoy another orange again.
Yes. But that was really cute, and it just, it feels very summery and like European.
Yeah.
Pulling up with my fruit
Yes,
box.
it was very European. Yeah. I love when I go to like Europe or like Italy or something, and I
Yes.
go to a supermarket and you see all the fresh fruits.
Yes.
And you just think, and that's what that fruit box was like. It was like I had just had a taste of Europe.
Yes.
Actual Europe.
Yeah.
Proper Europe. Not UK Europe.
I know. But yeah, in line with summer, we also just recently went to the beach, didn't we?
We
We had a
did.
little beach day.
Beach
which was
day.
honestly so lovely, but we did have a bit of a nightmare. It's meant to take like an hour and a half max to get there. We got on the train, as you do, and what happens? The train shuts down.
Like Merseyrail.
Yes, yeah.
So it's more like the interrail of Liverpool.
Yes. It's practically like our underground, but it's
Yeah.
not really underground.
It's not underground.
But yeah, someone was having issues on a bridge, which is why it shut down. But me and Jack got talking to this guy on the train
Oh.
when it had cut power.
Mm-hmm.
And he was very cute, bless him. He was alone. Eccentric guy, passionate, and
Very
whatnot,
passionate.
reading a Superman comic. But he was lovely. He was just chatting away to us. But when it came to the factor of why the train had stopped and this person on the bridge, he said, "Let it die, let it die."
I didn't know how to react.
I was laughing.
I was
just
like,
that's
do I challenge him on his views or do I just let it slide?
yeah.
And I just let it slide.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
He meant well.
Yeah.
It was quite funny. I know, this is lovely. And then there was more beef. Like, we'd been there for like, what, half an hour or something at that
Yeah.
point, and this guy just kept going to everyone that walked on the train. He was like, "We've been here for 20 minutes. This is crazy." And like all this shit. And this poor little old woman basically just told him to shut up. And he said, "Go knit at the back of the train then, you old hag," type of thing. And we just sat there in awe and shock, and I made a funny joke that everyone gets hot and bothered on a sweaty train.
Sweaty trains are not nice. Sweaty trains, but sweaty public transport.
Honestly.
It's
Public
not
transport,
good.
full stop. Like,
Yeah.
it's not good vibes. No one wants to be there. No one wants to be stuck. But yeah, we eventually made it to a different beach via bus transport instead.
Which still took an hour.
I know.
So that's what made up the 3 hours.
Yes.
Is that we were stuck on the train for about an hour.
It was crazy.
And then
but it did kind of fly. Like, the time did fly.
It's because we all blacked out in the back of the bus.
I know.
It was so hot and sweaty that everyone just went mute.
Literally though.
We were just like, we can't do this. Then we got to the beach and it was a nice time on the beach.
It was very wholesome. We played card games, had some beers, dipped our toes in the sea, and we were going to swim, but it ended up being quite cold.
Yeah.
The sun wasn't out like right now.
No.
It was very overcast, but still a comfortable warmth, which was very enjoyable. But I love the beach. I love being out in nature. Like, I love doing this. Maybe at the end we'll turn around and show you the view.
Yeah, we will.
Because it's just very...
Hopefully the sun stays out for you.
I know.
It's very nice.
It's beautiful. It's a beautiful park, and I want to go and be in nature more. I want to do hikes and go see a waterfall and skinny dip and all this crazy shit.
Yep. I'll be that.
Hell yeah. But yeah, so we're feeling nice. The sun is here. The
We're
sun's
feeling
shining.
fresh.
The only thing that is bothering us is exam season. Like, why? Why do exam season in fucking May? One of my favourite months.
Yeah.
Has been tainted by
exams.
Yes.
By having to
by the
revise.
constant need to go over content.
That they're teaching you a week before your exam.
I know.
Which is crazy.
This week we still have content to learn, and our first exams are next week.
But how does that make sense? How do you expect me to learn
In-person exams
everything?
as well. Like, I don't know, you guys who go to uni maybe know, but uni is usually, especially post-COVID, online exams. But our year specifically, they have suddenly had a whole revamp and decided to go back to written exams because of ChatGPT use and AI use and fraudulent behaviour. But not happy about it. Not that I'm doing well in them, but I think it's just the stress of it and the load that it takes on your brain.
It's
to
a lot more
compress all that
pressure.
Information into something you can remember for a 2-hour exam. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's wild.
Because if you get into there, you fumble, you're done for.
Yeah, that's it. You've got nothing to go back on. You've got nothing to...
Not even open book either.
You've got nothing to double check
They should
with
have
anything.
done to transition it, especially because first year we did online exams.
Yeah. So, to be fair, I'm still doing online exams.
Yeah.
All my exams are online, except for my oral test.
Yes.
Which is... which is in person on Wednesday.
Yeah.
But my exams are still online, which I enjoy.
Yeah, I'm jealous. I'm so jealous. But it is also like, it kind of worked in my favour because it's like, you know, first year is your
Yes, yeah.
laid back year, cut you a bit of slack year.
It's getting you prepared.
Second year, proper, you know, it actually counts. So
Yeah.
just like reverting back to A-levelness and getting in that exam mindset again. But yeah, it's just going to suck next year. That's what I'm most concerned about, because that's what matters most. So
It's
I
going to be vile.
can't afford to fumble anything then. Have you seen those, speaking of like sunny weather and shit? I think I sent it to you, the Australian twins that like are telepathic.
Yeah.
Telepathic Australian twins.
They're crazy. I love them.
I feel like we're kind of like that sometimes.
Run! He's got a gun!
And he came around the corner and we tried to run away from it and we said, Mom, he's got a gun! And we had to hide from it and he pointed the gun at us and we were like, oh my God. But I feel like it's an old clip. Like, I don't think this is new, unless it is. I don't know. I just feel like I've had this premonition before of seeing those two twins. Like, they're heavy on my mind. I feel like I had a past life with them.
they did a news segment. They went on the news. Well, they were on the news, but then they went and did an interview.
Yes.
Again with the news about them, and they were like, "Nah, like we're just
telepathic."
Yeah, we just know
It's
what
just
each
the
other are
fact that
thinking.
like when they do it though, it's like someone leads it and then like just say a sentence.
Yeah.
Say like,
Run! He's got a gun.
like, and then they'll go. And then we went to Mom, and you join in there.
Yeah,
It's just like,
but it's weird how they swap.
I know. Yeah,
Like, it's not one of them's dominant and the other one's just saying what the other person's saying.
Freaking
They
prepared
swap
ass
the
scripts.
conversation. Yeah, it's crazy.
I kind of do believe that the like,
Oh,
twins
yeah.
are like, you know,
100%,
definitely
yeah.
more attuned to each other.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, that's just a bit of brain rot for you guys. Speaking of brain rot, 100 men versus a gorilla, who would win?
The gorilla.
Yeah.
Well,
We've had deep conversations about this.
it depends how committed the men are.
Yes.
If all the men were in the same mindset, they all had a plan, we're going to run at the gorilla all at the same time, we're going to hold it down, we're going to grab its tooth, we're going to stab it with its own tooth, and all the men
What a way to
commit,
go.
every single one of them commits, and they just charge the gorilla, the men are going to win.
Yeah.
But if the men...
Indubitably.
Indubitably, the men will win. But if you've got a few men, like, a lot of the men are like a bit like being a bit pussies, you know what I mean? And just...
Yeah. Hiding away.
And
Cowardly.
let some guys go and then they do it in waves,
Yeah.
then it's not going to work because the gorilla's just going to overpower the few that are there and then keep on overpowering the few that keep on going to try.
Gorillas are scary.
Gorillas are
They're also like
horrible.
huge.
Well, not horrible, but like to be fighting one, it would be horrible.
Yeah, they're not gonna work.
No,
I'd be terrified.
I couldn't do it.
I just feel bad. Like he's just
Yeah,
protecting.
he's just
himself.
a chill dude.
Yeah. But yeah, another brain rot update. Jojo Siwa and Chris. Quith. Do you guys think that Chris is now friend zoning I was gonna say Joji then. Jojo.
I do.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Because the interviews are just so awkward now. Like they keep asking like, "Oh, do you see anything more?" And Jojo's like, I'm not closing off any possibilities for the future. And Chris is like, we're really friendly. Like, we're great friends. And I love our friendship.
He's really emphasizing the friend.
Yeah, like he went in there, used friend about 100 times in a sentence.
Yeah, I'm still convinced that he was treating Big Brother like Love Island.
No, 100%. Like, it's just, in his nature and his DNA at this point. But yeah, I do kind of feel bad.
Yeah.
Like, she low-key got used. But I don't know, like, because that's the thing, he was the one putting it onto her, and she was the one that's like, no, because obviously she had a girlfriend and whatever.
Yeah.
But that's whole beef. Not really our business, but pretty funny.
I mean, it's on TV.
Exactly. They made it our business. But no, I agree with you saying that, like, they didn't think it was going to blow up this much, because, like, Big Brother doesn't really get that much publicity compared to the past type of thing. So they probably didn't expect it. Like, imagine coming out of that house and seeing, like, the whole internet going crazy for you guys. Like, I don't know.
But JoJo made that. It was only JoJo.
Yeah.
If JoJo wasn't on it, then I'm sorry, but Big Brother would not have been as big as it was
That's
this
true.
year.
Yeah, if it was Chris and any other bitch, like, yeah.
Because I didn't see hardly anyone else
No.
in the Big Brother house.
I didn't know who any of them were.
Other
either.
than Jojo.
Yeah. When you spell Jojo, do you capitalize the second J? Joe. Or do you just do lowercase j? Because when I was writing a TikTok caption to do with her, I was like, do I actually capitalize the second J? I don't know. Because some people do, some people don't.
Some people do, some people don't. I have noticed that.
Yeah.
But like with Joe G, you don't capitalize the second J.
Yeah.
So I would say no.
Yeah.
But if I was going to put Jojo in a sentence, I probably wouldn't capitalize the first J just to make it look even.
Oh. Well, that's grammatically incorrect.
I know it's grammatically
Indubitably.
incorrect, but it is indubitably grammatically incorrect. But I like the way it
For
looks.
consistency.
Yeah.
I do want to expand my vocabulary. I want to. I do sometimes go on a little like rampage of like finding new words and finding out what they mean and like, oh, I'm going to use these in sentences, but I always forget them the next day. But indubitably has stuck, so I just need to. Maybe it's like a word a week.
Yeah.
I'll learn a new word every week and try and include it in the podcast episode.
Yeah.
There we go.
Nice. Yeah. And see if you can pick up on it.
Yeah.
Pick up on the new word that
try
we
and
learned.
find it. Also, Lady Gaga.
Oh my god.
Freaking
Queen.
world record breaking performance.
Queen.
For free.
For free.
For freaking free.
Which
In
diva
Brazil
behavior.
as well. Like, that's crazy.
Wish I was in Brazil. Wish
So
I was
cool.
there.
I just
It was
physically don't
insane.
understand how it was 2-point-something million.
Well, did you see how far back it went?
I know, but like,
At one
were
point,
they all, like, did people travel in for it? Like,
Brazil's got a lot of population.
I know, but like, yeah, that is true.
But I feel like, in seeing how big it was and how far back,
Yeah.
you get to a certain point far back where you're just like, am I even in this concert or am I just watching the screen?
I mean, yeah, they were literally watching the screen.
Because there's just so many people.
Yeah.
But I still can't get over her transition from Abracadabra to Judas. That was crazy. Loved it.
Judah.
I hope she does a tour.
Yes.
But then also I hope that she doesn't do a tour, because then that kind of like, you know what I mean, she's comfortable with just doing one-off shows.
Just the fact that it was free blows my mind. Like, what other
Yeah.
artists do you see doing that?
Yeah.
Absolutely no. Like, I know she's minted, but like, lots of people are minted and still don't do that.
Literally.
And it just shows what happens when you do that. You get 2.5 million or whatever it was people showing up for you.
Crazy. I bet I want to know how she felt
I know.
standing there in
That's
front
one
of
of the
1.2
comments. It was
million
like,
people.
I just can't imagine how her like friends and family
Yeah.
like feel for her. Like, they're so
Yeah.
happy for her. And I was like, oh,
Honestly.
yeah, I didn't even think of that. I'd be so proud.
It's crazy. I'm proud of her and I don't even know her.
I know, exactly. Or, yeah.
Raw. Raw. Ha, ha, ha.
Roma.
Gaga's channeling. We're channeling her right now.
I've been told I kind of look like Lady Gaga before.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah.
She really did help me growing up with like accepting my
Thanks.
larger than average nose.
Oh.
She really reps that for me.
Wow.
She was really a
Okay.
role model in terms of that, in accepting your. I know she's had a bit of work
I
done
love
and
that.
whatnot, but like, yeah, she's a larger nose lady and she doesn't care, and neither do I. Thanks,
Queen.
Gaga. Speaking of though, do you know her real name's Stephanie?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's crazy.
Stephanie.
Yeah.
I would never think.
I don't think. I would never put that name to her.
No, Stephanie.
But then also at the same time, I'm like, yes, Stephanie's
Like
sophisticated.
Steph, yeah.
Like, I get it.
Yeah.
I see it. And I
Is
also
she
don't see it.
Italian?
I think so.
Is she something?
I don't want to confirm anything.
No,
but I'm
because I think her last name's
80%
very
sure.
Italian-y. It's like Ganocci or something.
Yeah.
Garacci.
It's like, yeah. I think she is. From some songs that she's done.
You know what she's really hot in? American Horror Story.
Yes.
Hottest I've ever
I
seen
am
her.
so glad you said that.
So hot.
Insane. And also, that American Horror Story hotel, one of the best ones.
Yeah.
Like, it was
Hats off, yeah.
insane. Like, the twists, the turns.
Yeah.
The plot twist. Crazy.
Oh, so
Can't
good.
praise it more.
I know. We again change the topic. You know what we're like. We're very scattery at this point. But Wingstop came to Liverpool
Yes.
whilst we were away for Easter. And my oh my, have I been waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still holding on. We tried to order it the other day on Deliveroo, and they had this weird timing thing going on. So I was like, okay, maybe they're going to open up at 10 p.m. No. Jack called up for me because I got phone anxiety. And he was like, guys, we're trying to order on Deliveroo. Where the fuck are you at?
That's literally what I said.
I know. And this lovely little Irish lad was like, oh, actually, we're not on Deliveroo at the minute. You know, we got a few more weeks before we go on Deliveroo. And I was like, fuck! In the background, I was like,
It was so sad.
I just really want it. Like, I don't actually really want it, but I really want it.
I really want it. I've never had it before. So I'm like really excited
We should
about...
have got it today, but it's like, it is expensive.
Yeah. And also I kind of want the Slim Chickens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Wingstop's better than some chicken, so I would
I
say.
know, but
No, the bread.
it's not on
The
Deliveroo.
toast bread that you get is so good on some chickens. If you're from
Yeah.
Liverpool, you'll know what we mean. But yeah, I'm just waiting. Waiting for my Wingstop time.
Waiting for that boneless banquet.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to get. I've already had a look at the menu.
Mm-hmm.
I already know what I'm going to order.
Honestly.
Do they do wraps, actually? I never saw a wrap on the menu. No. That's a shame. I'll take
pure
my own
chicken.
wraps.
Yeah, make it.
And I'll make it my
I mean,
own.
a lot of the time, like, it gets a bit sickly after a while, so you can even save the chicken and then make it right.
Oh, really? Oh.
I just find it's very filling for
Yeah.
me personally.
Okay.
Like, it's just a lot. A lot. I don't know.
I'm sure I'll wolf it down.
Yeah. But do you want to talk about what we got up to today? Speaking of,
We have been... Well, we went to the Baltic markets.
we did Red Brick.
Yeah, Red Brick markets in Liverpool. If you've never been and you're around the area,
Freaking go!
please go. It's so good. Such a vibe. You've
I
got
could
like...
spend days in there.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
There's so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
You've got so many different stores owned by different people. Some, like, most of
Sustainable,
the time. Yeah, like,
relatively priced.
small businesses.
Yep.
And we picked up some Sunny Angels.
We did.
Look, this is the one that Erin got. She's
We
really
do think
happy
they're
about this
fake,
one.
but yeah,
Because you can pull the heads off.
you can, and I'm not sure if that's.
Which we don't know if you're supposed to build the Sunny Angels like that, because they came
And they,
like with the heads off.
They are a bit scruffy.
Yeah, and they're not like very well painted.
No, so we did get scammed, but it's okay. I've been looking for them for ages.
The scammy angels.
The scammy angels.
But
got
even
them.
if they're fake, we don't care because they're still cute and they still do the job, do the vibe, fill the dopamine hit.
Yes, that's the whole thing. Is like the mystery of it.
Yeah, I love a mystery box.
Honestly,
So good.
it's so exciting.
But yeah, that's what we did today.
We did, and we were on a hunt for some crazy tops, and we got them.
Yes, we got them.
Mm-hmm.
My top. Can't wait to go back and get more.
I know.
You've got me hooked.
I know.
You've got me hooked on it now.
Honestly, just gives you guys something to look at as well.
Yeah,
Something
literally.
funny.
Something nice and interesting and
Mhm.
exciting if you like the taste of Greg's.
Yeah. I was saying to Jack before how I'm not put off filming this podcast episode, but I have been a bit scrambled and all over the place and a bit procrastinatory towards it because I'm in this weird in-between stage of it's like I'm sharing a relative good bit of my life on the internet, and I feel like I'm in this awkward phase of like it's between too much and too little. Like I'm in this I either want to share my whole life on the internet or nothing at all, basically, and I do very much get intrusive thoughts of like, let me just delete everything and go dark. Obviously I'm not going to do that, but yeah, I think it just means I need to share more then. I need to go the other way. But I do just sometimes want to completely not exist anywhere for anyone to find any information about me or perceive me in any way, shape or form.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different for me because I've never really been like a sharing type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
I've never really been on the internet like chronically. Not saying that you're on the
No,
internet
yeah.
chronically, but you're on the internet more than me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of just going with the flow.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I get where you see because I get the same things. Like it comes in waves.
Yeah.
It's very wavy.
Especially at night. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck, let me delete
Yeah.
that stupid ass TikTok I posted.
But then it's like, then you see the comments and it's like people are like, oh yeah, Slay Queen, and I'm just like, okay.
That is the thing though, yeah, there is. gratification,
Yeah.
whatever it's called.
And then it's also like, well, I think I'm interesting,
Yeah.
so I think
It's
other
also
people
like,
deserve to see this.
whenever you as a consumer watch videos or stuff, like that is 1 second, 30 seconds of your life, and then it's done.
Yeah.
You never think about it ever
Yeah.
again unless you really like care about the person or
Yeah.
you know, idolize them or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you maybe do a bit of a stalk, but apart from that, like you never really. And if you're doing that, you must like them, you know. But yeah, I've never really understood like people who hate online.
No,
Never.
it's just because it's their own issues.
Yeah.
The people that hate online are just something that they hate on is because they're not comfortable in their own beliefs or their own views
Facts.
or their own personality
No,
their own
100%.
self.
Mhm.
That they just feel like they had to take it out on someone else they're jealous of.
Yeah.
I think 90% of hate comments on the internet come from jealousy.
100%.
Of other
Envy,
people,
jealousy.
yeah.
Yeah. For sure.
It's
But it's just like,
yeah.
I don't even. I very, very, very rarely, like I've probably only done it once or twice where I've even commented on a TikTok.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
a funny comment.
I agree.
So I don't understand the whole commitment to
Yeah,
commenting hate consistently on people's
Honestly.
posts or, you know, I don't know. Crazy.
it doesn't really make any sense.
No. Yeah. Mentally ill.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I've got annoyed at TikToks before.
Yes, but you
but
would never go out of your
I've
way.
never had the compulsion to be like, right,
Exactly.
I'm going to put my foot down here in the comments. Like, I'm going to completely destroy someone's
you know what's
life.
even funny? Like, if you did that and then, like, you get, like, no likes and, like, no support on it, like,
Yeah. It's like,
what are you doing?
Honestly.
Who do you think needs to hear your opinion that much? I don't get it. Like, post your own videos and then talk.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And then you can talk about whatever you want. You have free
Exactly.
will. You don't have to comment on someone else's video
Yes.
that they think that's personal to them.
Yes.
And for their group of audiences.
Exactly.
Just because you've stumbled over a video that isn't your cup of tea doesn't mean
Honestly.
commenting on it is just going to make it show up in your feed more.
Exactly. Engagement,
So,
man. Yeah.
If anything, you're putting yourself in that situation.
Yes, you're making it worse for yourself.
Just
for sure.
click on the block button or click on I don't like this or I don't want to see this anymore.
Block button, man.
And
It's so
there you
good.
go, your problem's sorted. There's no need to be in the comments and chronically online
Yes.
trying to complain about other people
And
and
guess
what they're
what?
doing.
Karma's a bitch. It'll
You
come back
should've
to
known
bite
better.
you in the back. Bite you in the
Mhm.
backside. But yeah, no, it's like those people that like don't have a profile picture on TikTok and they comment on someone's looks,
Yeah.
and the creator will comment like, you know, say something when you got a face in your profile, and
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah,
Honestly.
facts.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to do that, at least don't be cowardly and
Mm-hmm.
hide who you are.
Real.
Actual troll, like trolling is crazy. Speaking of, do you remember like in like lockdown, 2020, 2019-ish,
I'm going back.
like tea pages on like YouTube,
Tea pages.
like spilling the tea, and it would just talk about all these like LA influencers and like all their gossip and beef and all the tea.
No.
Wow, yeah,
Sorry.
that was a huge part of the internet for me. But I realise how toxic that is now upon reflection.
Yeah.
It was interesting because obviously, who doesn't love a bit of gossip? Who doesn't love a bit of like drama between people that are famous and are idolised and have money and all this shit? But like,
Yeah, like sometimes I find it fascinating,
yeah,
but I never really get emotionally involved.
no. And it's like those people that are like researching all about them and like
Yeah.
combining all this information as like
wild.
some sort of mastermind. I
Yeah.
don't know. Like, no hate to them, but you are hating on people.
Yeah,
So it's like-
honestly.
I don't know.
And if you're not directly hating on them, you're influencing hate towards them.
You're opening up a space for that
Yeah.
to occur. Yeah, for sure. Toxic.
Too toxic for me.
For real. Japan. Japan's been calling my name. I keep getting those posts on Instagram that are like, this year is the cheapest year to travel to Japan.
Yes.
But I think that happens every year.
Well,
me.
I've seen on my Trainline app when I was getting my trains is that Trainline are now doing a Japan rail pass
That's cool.
for
Fuck that.
international travellers.
Yeah.
That want
That's
that are
fucking
going.
sick.
So you can use a Trainline app to get your Japan, and that includes like the bullet train, the supersonic train,
Yeah.
all their normal interrailing trains.
That's fucking sick. Nah, but I feel like I swear for the past 3 years I've seen that same Instagram post being like, this
Yeah.
year's the cheapest year. This year's the cheapest year.
Go now! It's the cheapest year ever.
Literally.
It's like you said that last year, babe.
I think they are. I did also hear something though about them like restricting some sort of travel rights, tourist rights in Japan though, which is why I think the expenses come from.
Yeah.
Like maybe I don't know. This is just me figuring out what I can remember, but it's like different prices for tourists for like a day pass or whatever to this place, which is fair enough, but yeah.
Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Japan.
I know.
I would love to go to Japan.
Number one bucket list destination,
Yeah.
honestly. I've always said when I'm rich enough, that is where I will be taking my mum
Yeah.
as a treat.
Mm-hmm.
But you said this as well, and we're gonna join our families together.
We're gonna have a combined family
a
trip.
huge
to
family
Japan.
trip. That'd be actually so fun.
It would be so good.
And we'd feel like, I don't know, yeah, we wouldn't have any issues with translation because someone would always be on the app.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Someone would always be on the app, or you could buy that thing that, I don't know if you've seen it, but it's literally just like a little device and you talk into it
Yes!
and it auto-translates.
Fucking
straight
cool.
away, which is brilliant. Great use of AI.
Yes.
I support that.
Yes.
Because you're breaking language barriers,
Yes.
which is what you need
One
when
common
you're
language.
go into places that you have no idea how to speak their language. And yes, we could learn, but
Time constraint.
yeah, it's a time constraint. I don't want to be saying anything wrong that's going to be offensive,
Yep.
or they're going to be like, oh, for God's sake, he's trying, but like he's not saying it.
It's
very good,
annoying,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like I would rather just speak into a device and they say it for me.
Exactly. One of my favourite influences that I've followed since I was like 13, 12 has just recently moved to Japan, so this also really, and she's like 28, 29.
Oh.
So it makes me hopeful
Yeah.
for like my future, and that I, you know, because you do kind of get that impending doom in your 20s of I'm running out of time, even though it's just begun. I'm really trying to view myself as like, yeah, a baby. Like literally, I am 1 year old if we do it like that.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Or like 13 or whatever, 11. I don't know. Yeah.
1 year old from 20.
Honestly,
20 is when your life actually starts. I'm 1 year old.
yes. I'm just a baby.
I'm just a baby.
You just never get bored though, would
No.
you?
I'm more fascinated about like I would love to go see like the city areas.
Yes.
But then I also want to see like the calm
Countryside.
Like
Yes.
that would be. I can't even explain it. I just
want to live in a Studio Ghibli film. I've been watching a lot of them. They've got those on Netflix now, guys, if you're interested. I've been really enjoying them, especially after a little gardening session to go send me straight to sleep.
Yeah.
It's so good. Oh,
It's the best thing ever.
honestly.
Ever.
Ever. Never, ever, ever.
Never have I never wanted to go to Japan.
Never. But yeah, it's calling our name.
We'll be there soon.
Speaking of technology in terms of translating and stuff, I saw this TikTok the other day which really made me feel confused. And the comments were agreeing with my confusion, where it was this, I think she's famous, she must be a very rich lady with a son and like 3 daughters or something, but it was just a son in this video at the start, and she was like out and about with him. It was like a day in our life, but like sci-fi edition. She had on the Google Vision, what are they called? Not Google, Apple Pros, Vision Pros.
Oh yeah, the Apple Vision. Yeah. Apple
Freaking
Pro,
goggle
yeah.
things.
Yeah.
She was wearing them, and like she ordered one of those driverless Ubers, and then they went and got a coffee from the robot in LA that like makes the coffee, and like she tipped the robot for making this coffee, and it was just really
She tipped a
weird.
robot?
Yeah, and then they went to the cinema, but it was like one of those like 5D cinemas, and
That's crazy.
it was a film about robots, I think, and I was just
Oh.
like, what is going on? And all the comments were like, because this boy was like, what, like 5, 4, something like that. I was going to do a 6, 7 joke there, but anyway. And all the comments were like, actually not having eye contact with your child at this age is so bad for their mental health and psychological development. And I was like, yeah, fair enough, but yeah, I don't know, weirdo.
Yeah.
And they had...
Why do you need to say that? You know what I mean? Why do you need to comment that?
I know, exactly. Like, you can just
Yeah.
infer that. I don't know. But then, yeah, and then they went home and they had this weird, like, robot dog that was, like, bouncing, like, from side to side like that.
That's crazy.
It was really creepy. Very Black Mirror-y. And I
Yeah.
was like, imagine, like, being raised up like that. I don't know. Bit scary.
It would scare me. But if you're being raised like that, then it's not going to be scary to you.
Exactly. But, like, not even be able to look your own mama in the eyes.
Yeah.
Weird. just Americans in general. LA is its own freaking planet.
Yeah, it's
at
its
this
own.
point.
Yeah, it may as well be in space.
Honestly, I do want to go there. I think it's funny.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd love to like
not-
go to like a influencer party there.
Yeah, like
That'd be
yeah,
fucking
doing something like that
funny.
would be so funny. Yeah,
Just like for the memories.
for the memes,
For the memes.
for the memes, and also the connections.
Exactly. Yeah, you'd meet some crazy freaking people.
Yeah.
I feel like I really want to get along with any of them. Though.
No. I feel like there would be a couple that would be like, hopefully, I would hope that there's a few
Yes.
that would be down to earth enough to
Yeah.
be able to have like a civilized conversation.
Yeah, yeah. I'd be like, oh yeah, I love my tea.
Yeah.
Have you got any in?
But if I lived in California, I'd be a party people.
Yeah.
I'll be a party person.
Exactly.
I'll be out
Surf's
partying all
up,
night.
bro.
Yeah.
Mm.
Get me to that beach.
For real. Get me in that hype house.
Yes.
Have you seen all the things about how like everyone in the hype house must be so jealous of Addison Rae because she's like made
Yeah.
completely rebranded
Just
herself.
took off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes.
And they're all like, oh, what do we do
I
now?
know, yeah.
More TikTok dances, please. It's crazy how TikTok dances was like a phase on TikTok.
I know. I really
For
wish I got more
ages.
involved.
Yeah.
Like I did have some that I posted, but I actually deleted them even from my like archived ones. Like they just don't exist anymore.
They've just disappeared.
Yeah.
Disappear.
What? But yeah, we're vibing. Got a
We're
fun
vibing, we're
video
chilling.
coming out this week actually. Seeing as we're a
Mhm.
bit late with this one. But I also hope you guys all enjoyed our 420 podcast episode.
Yeah.
We're keeping it quite incognito, but if you know, then you know. You know.
If
can
you know,
kinda-
you know.
You can spot it out and
Mhm.
see us geeking out a little bit.
Yeah. Just a tad.
Yeah. But yeah. Opinion of the day.
Ooh, nice.
I'm not forgetting it this time.
Damn. My opinion of the day is... I don't know. You go first. You have one.
I was
don't
going to
know.
say my opinion of the day is that doing things like this in graveyards isn't bad.
Yeah.
Like we're not hurting anyone. We're here enjoying the nature of it,
Yeah.
the view of it, the scenery. If I can go on a run in a graveyard, I can film a podcast in a graveyard.
Yeah. Facts. And if anything, we're giving the energy out.
Exactly. We're bringing life.
We're providing good
to
energy.
The
We're-
dark.
Yeah. We're talking. Some people might be around us getting involved.
Exactly. They're all listening to
They're all
us.
like, oh, damn, these people are actually having a good conversation for once. It's yeah, like what?
Yeah.
Um,
Go keep your neighborhood ghosts company, guys.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
my opinion of the day is similar to yours, but just get out in nature more.
Yes. I completely agree.
Enjoy nature more now the earth's waking up.
Mm.
Get out there, baby.
Mm-hmm. She's alive, and so should you be.
Mm-hmm.
To be or not to be.
To be or not
That's
to
another
be.
little final point. I was talking to Jack the other day about how I saw a TikTok of this like group of friends speaking in Old English Shakespearean language, and it really worked, and it had me hooked, and I was like, oh good heavens, hast thou make lots of sense. I don't know. I'm not very good at it, but it really like tickled something in my brain where I was like, wow.
You're actually
should still
using
talk
more
like that.
function in your brain to talk.
And it's so expressive and like
Yeah.
to the point.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good.
I love it.
Have thou subscribed yet?
Hast thou subscribed now?
Yeah. Please subscribe, guys. We are on Spotify as well. Though lots of you guys don't really listen to us on there, but that's okay. We forgive you. Yes, there is an option if you would like. Give us a thumbs up.
Comment down below.
And yeah, we'll see you later this week for a regular video and a podcast next week. Yep.
Thank
Okay,
you.
Australian twins.
I get it.
Bye, guys.
See you later, guys.
Love.
Show you the scenery. Scenery. Look at that, guys. Look how beautiful that sun is. I mean, it's behind the trees right now, but damn, it's so nice. We've had such a good time. that, baby. Do we pat you on the back?
Please. Fucking work.
Nice.